Welcome back, fam. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Hope you're having a wonderful, tremendous day. Really having fun with these different synchronicities and these nature guides that have been popping up in your life, and leaving no stone unturned. Learning more about your life path number, your personal year, your natal chart. All right, because it's all important. Everything has a meaning, okay, along your hero's journey. So we're back, continuing and finishing up our nature guide series, and these are nothing more than our universal messengers and our greatest teachers in disguise. Only if we're open to receive the messages from the universe, from our higher self, from our spiritual team. So believe it or not, guys, from the time you were born, you were assigned a spiritual team. Their main purpose and mission is to guide and assist and protect you along your hero's journey, and to remind you of your purpose and mission, because it's all about knowledge of yourself, self-discovery, okay? And right now, you always been that person that's like, hey, something don't seem quite right? And you realize, like, it has to be more to the story than what they've been teaching us, man. Like, at some point you have to outgrow Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, right? And you really have to see things from a higher perspective, like what's really going on around here, right? So each and every one of us, we go through this process, and you got your call to adventure. You've been receiving supernatural aid from your spiritual team your entire life, which led you to this presentation today, okay? There are no accidents or coincidence. Everything happened for a reason, and you really need a little push in the right direction. That's why I come into play it. I'm here to share my ups and downs with you, and you're not alone. I mean, everything has a reason and a purpose. And I'm here to share my ups and downs with you, and also to give you some tools to use, so you can, see things from a higher perspective. That's where these 7 Hermetic principles really come into play. And I promise you, if you put these tools, right, these are tools, you put them to use each and every day into your life, especially with that cause and effect, you will greatly thank me later, and you will, greatly want to donate to this channel too if you haven't done so already, because you learned a lot so far. But I'm here to, use those 7 Hermetic principles. You'll get a bird's eye view of what's really going on as you grow through your own, temptation, revelation, transformation, atonement, right? And it's all about coming back, a stronger, bigger, wiser person than you were yesterday. So the greatest competition that you have in your whole entire life is becoming better than the person than you were yesterday. Again, the only competition that you have is becoming better than you were yesterday. All right. So everybody else, you can use other people as a gauge and a guide, and be like, okay, I see what they're doing. Let me see. Let me research. And it's okay to ask people questions too if they're willing to share with you. Some people love to just hoard information because they're stuck in the ego, right? But you're not. Okay. So, but throughout the process, make sure you get a mentor that really know what the hell they doing. They actually have the results, and they're not just reading things from a book. Okay, everything at this channel here there's no book for Food for Your Thoughts. These are years of experiences, and I'm sharing with you, and also letting you know, like, hey, you are great, you are wonderful, you're on the right path, so don't stop. All right, your purpose and mission is very important in this lifetime, and you are here to help usher in the new frequency and vibration to the planet, and that's why you're here right now. Okay, so without getting too far off track, it's all about the nature guide symbolism, and we're closing out this series with the eagle. And it's all about the eagle combination, guys, symbolism. So if the eagle's been popping up in your life, or you've been seeing them on the TV, popping up on your phone quite often, this presentation is for you. Be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, I'm just a reflection of you in a different time and space, and I'm just here to remind you of your own greatness. And just, trusting your own intuition. That's what it's all about. It's not about believing Chris or trusting Chris. I'm just here to share my ups and downs with you and let you know, like, hey, everything revolves around you on your own hero's journey. Okay, we are here, having a human experiences, in different times and space, and we're just reflection of each other. Okay, and all this energy, I'm just summing up in a little simple terms, okay, but it's a deeper story to everything, right? But on the grand scheme, We here to help elevate the frequency and vibration of the whole entire planet, and that's why you here. You volunteered to come back at this present time, and that's why these nature guys are reminding you of the moral of your own story. Okay, so remember, guys, throughout your whole entire life, your whole purpose and mission require learning a whole bunch of life lessons, because you went through a whole bunch of shiznai, right? Your entire life, your life wasn't easy. It wasn't, all cookie cutter, right? You went through a lot of stuff to make you the person that you are today, and you still growing, okay? And you realize, like, hey, without those downs, there would be, the ups that's in your life right now, because, the results going to show for themselves for the people that really went through some things. And that's what you're seeing manifesting right now. All the people that been through a whole bunch of, hardships and stuff, the tables are turning right now in their favor, but only if they're open for growth and becoming the better version of themselves. Okay, so but you're here to gain a lot of, learn a lot of life lessons, to gain experience and knowledge for your own soul's growth. So if things hasn't been going right in your life, and you've been, things been constantly breaking down recently, that's because the old way no longer works. Okay, everything is spiritual, so it's all about your spirit, building up your spiritual currency. What does your spiritual currency look like? What's your vibration, your energy, frequency, and vibration of yourself? Okay, that's what's important. That's going to attract your real abundance. Okay, so if you can build that spiritual currency and nurture yourself, listen to your own intuition, that voice within, you're going to start attracting all the abundance that you need, because the universe, the spirit itself is abundant. There's no lack. Only a lack of information, a lack of mindset. Okay, so but as you grow through this process of self-discovery and knowledge of self, learn these 7 hermetic principles, you're going to share your ups and downs with people so they can become the greatest version of themselves. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But to have that greater alignment, again, gotta listen to your own inner voice. Okay, and to get things really popping in your life, your thoughts, beliefs, words, emotions, and actions have to be in greater congruency. They need to work in harmony. Are the thoughts you thinking building the beliefs that you need, so you can translate these words in the physical plane? They're going to trigger your emotions, because these are your energies and emotions, and this is going to help push you in the right direction to make you take action. And a lot of people don't take action. All right, they have all these great ideas, but they don't take action. So I'm reminding you, stop doing that. Take action. You're going to make some mistakes, but you're going to refine and repeat the process, and you're going to learn what really works and what doesn't work. And you're going to get all this knowledge and experience, and you're going to become wise in the process. Okay, I love you that much because I love myself, because I went through this, but this is going to give you the results that you need. Okay, so keep your money in check during this time. Learn as much as you can about money. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Read that book, The Richest Man in Babylon. Also learn about dollar cost averaging, dividend stock. Invest in the things that you have, that you constantly have in your house. If you like Nike, they got a Nike stock. They have Nike stock, and it pays dividend. You can let these people pay you for wearing their shoes, because you're giving them free advertisement anyway, when you really think about it. So it's time to break out of the consumer mindset into the producer. Okay, creating. What are you creating? All right, that's your grand theme. So let's talk about the ego, and I'm gonna get you guys out of here. Okay, so in my experience, when the ego presents itself, before we sum things up, be the cause in your life instead of waiting for the effects to happen. The people that really, that wait for the effect to happen in their lives, these people really believe that luck actually exists. All right, but with anything in life, there's a cause for every effect. So the people that that plant these seeds of causes, they know that, hey, there's no such thing as luck. It wasn't luck that got me to the point where I'm at right now. It took hard work. So they created their own luck. So they don't believe in luck. They create their own luck with goals, proper intent, and most importantly, taking action and learning from their mistakes and becoming wise through the process. And they intentionally stacking up these causes each and every day to build up a gang of effects. So some of these effects may not pan out well, but using that 80-20 rule, at least 20% will. on the flip side, right? So, but at the end of the day, guys, learn and use these 7 hermetic principles daily. I promise you, you will gladly thank me later. You would want to donate all day, every day to this channel, because they will transform your life. If you want to learn more about these 7 hermetic principles and you just don't have time to read right now, okay, I get you. Ralph Smart on Infinite Waters, he can walk you through these 7 hermetic principles and what they've done for him in his life. So it's not all about believing, it's all about knowing that. Okay, learn more. There's always more to know, but learn more about, as you learn more about your life path number, your personal year, your natal chart, the universe, your spiritual team gonna keep shooting you different messages to let you know, like, hey, you're on the right path. You're learning more about yourself, and you know through that process, you're gonna come, you're gonna feel more confident, because you're gaining more knowledge of self, and you're remembering who you are and what you're here to do at this present time on the planet. Okay, as we close, guys, and sum things up, in my experience, when it comes to this eagle symbolism overall, it just reminds me, like, hey, the tables, you done, went through a lot of BS in your life. People done lied to you. You had to learn how to research and investigate. And now that, you can, it's time to become my own leader, right? I've been leading myself this entire time. So how can I, express this on a bigger level? And so with the eagle symbolism just pops up in my life, it reminds me, like, hey, do you need to sum up true courage? Which I did. Are you called to deliver a message from the divine, but need just a little support, learning to access them? Which I did too, right? And so these eagles start presenting themselves. They've been presenting themselves my entire life, and my life been like a constant school of self-development, knowledge of self. I graduate from believing in the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, and to believing in myself, like, hey, all along I'm planting these seeds, so I gotta get good at planting seeds and coming back to them so they can compound and they gonna build up into something huge. And that's what I learned through the process, especially by being an athlete too, and then also being in the military helped along the process, helped me to remember my own greatness. But the overall symbolism when it comes to the eagle, it's just reminding you guys that, hey, it's all about wisdom, trusting your own intuition, personal freedom, strength, okay? Being courageous, because you've been doing all this stuff, all along. So don't stop now. And hope is followed, is the precursor or the beginning stage of the hope is having some goals. So don't hope for something to happen if you don't have the goal, because this is that hope kind of falls into play with luck, right? Okay, so you gotta have some causes, some plans, some goals, and then that's when you can have some strong hope, some strong faith, instead of blind hope and blind faith, right? So it's all about being resilient, being able to bounce back, healing, vision, seeing the grander scheme of things, and knowing that exactly where the hell you're going, right? And drawing that extra healing power. And it's also about harnessing your sexual power too, knowing when the right time to really plant that other seed down below instead of wasting your ammunition. Okay, now if you do need to let one out, okay, every time you let one out, you take it's like a camera flash, right? So what are you thinking when you let that seed go? So use your energy every time you use that energy to get that, to let that round off, okay? And to really, to really get that little gratification. Have some proper intent, and hold a thought of the things that you need or you want to attract in your life, so you can really get that snapshot during the peak of the orgasm, if I be a little bit more explicit, okay? All right, but as we close, guys, my biggest takeaway, please get this book. This book will give you a different perspective, of birds and what, the symbolism in your lives. And, it gives you a backdrop of, kind of like a historical backdrop, with when the frequency vibration has slowed down, and, a lot of the birds have, disappeared, and they went to a higher, plane. So, they can get away from the BS down here from these people that just running around pretending like they know what they're doing and playing God, right? But this book will give you another point of view of what's going on, and also it'll give you open up a different fascination to the different birds that actually pop up in your life, these nature guys, because there are no accidents or coincidences again. Okay, so as we close, guys, you know, when it comes to this eagle meaning, the appearance of the eagle totem is a sign of inspiration for you. You don't know, what you can really accomplish until you truly push yourself. And with the eagle power as your guide, you are able to find the confidence and strength to reach heights you never thought possible. Now, the eagle is a herald of new beginnings. So it's just reminding you guys, are you taking advantage of your day? Like I mentioned to you before, being intentional with the seeds you plant each and every day. Okay, so seize the day. Seize the moment and seize the day. Stay in that present moment, okay? But should you perceive a problem, you should surround that problem with love. You define it with love. In love, you recognize that it is caused by the lack of love that lies behind all problems. And with love, you introduce the inner, and overstanding that provides the solutions. King Carey, Return of the Bird Tribe. Okay, so as we close and sum things up, your spiritual team is constantly sending you messages all day, every day, using nature guides, noises in your house, clocks. I will go more into symbolism and the signs in another presentation. But but please be open to receive these messages. So now that you viewed this presentation, you heard what I had to say in my experiences, now you know better, you're going to do better, and it's going to lead you to a whole new, path of self-discovery and knowledge of self, okay? But the lips of wisdom are closed up to the ears of understanding, the Kabbalion. When the people is ready to receive the truth, then with this little book, come to him or her, the Kabbalion. The law of attraction will bring lips and ear together, pupil and book in company. Okay, so again, guys, as we get out of here, animal symbolism, all these different nature guys, they here, to help remind you the moral of your own story, of your hero's journey. But please be open to receive. And this also shows the connection between ourselves and Mama Nature, because she loves you. The whole universe, these new energies, they love you. They want you to grow just like a plant outside has to grow, so does you. Okay, even your mindset, there's always more to know. Okay, so these animal guides can really show us, if we open to receive, the deeper understanding, and allow us to receive impressions, requesting insight when we request an insight or inner awareness without cloud not judgment or our intuition. Okay, so as we get out of here, with the eagle symbolism as the spirit guide, remember, with any of these, nature guides or different symbols or symbolism, numbers, you name it, right? Gotta remember polarity. You have a good side and not so good side, things you need to work on and things you're doing great at, so keep going. So remember that. And that's where the 7 Hermetic principle come in here handy too. It'll walk you through this process. All right. But in Egypt, when it comes to the eagle, it represents the great spirit that's within each and every one of us. Only if we really, want to listen to it and tap in. So stop being hard-headed. And also the sun at noon. And Romans and Greeks, the eagle was sacred to Jupiter / Zeus, Jesus, or Horus, right? So, but as we get out of here, guys, my 5 biggest takeaways when it comes to this eagle symbolism, and from our spiritual team, it just let me know, like, hey, it teaching me how to really embrace an elevated perspective while bravely really speaking my own personal truth. Okay, it's all about sharing my own personal experiences. It's not about believing Chris and having debates. I'm just sharing my point of view with you, that let you know, like, hey, there's, different angles, different sides to the story. What side do you see, right? That's all I'm saying. So, and also number 2, the eagle rises over all the mundane restraints into the realm of mystical awareness and spiritual progress. So again, it's all about elevating, your mindset, having those elevated, thought forms in our lives, and really growing, more through this process of self-discovery, right? So number 3, this is a time of self-discovery. So take a retreat to get your mind and spirit together. You don't have to go out of town. You can go out of town in your mind. Remember, all is mental. Take a vacation in your mind. Get away from all the noise and background. Give yourself 15 minutes. Invest in yourself 15 minutes a day. You deserve it. Okay, you give everybody your attention, but are you giving yourself your own attention? That's the question. So I'm here to remind you, it's never too late to start over and rewrite your story, but you need a mentor, you need a plan, and you have to take action, okay? So, but number 4, stay grounded to Mother Earth, all right? She loves you. All these different energies love you. Your spiritual team love you, but do you love you? Now, watch your words at this time and speak with love. It's all about the delivery. There's different ways to deliver a message, okay? So, are you delivering the message to hurt somebody, or are you delivering the message to, to tell them the truth and also educate them? See things from different perspectives, reach people at their levels, in other words, okay, without insulting them, okay? Number 5, as always, share your knowledge and wisdom with people. Help people to help themselves. It's time to teach people to fish instead of having people buy fish from you, for $5 a plate. Okay, at some point, you got to say, hey, bro, this is what I do, to get a couple fish. This should be enough to feed your family. And that way you can set that person up, for success. And that's create a domino effect when it comes to generational wealth, and generational wealth with the mindset. Okay, it's all mental. Okay, guys, but help people to help themselves. It's time to, many of you guys you're already a leader. And it's time to, balance yourself out and be a mentor in other people's lives, okay? And it can start with yourself, and your family. But it's all about balance, okay? But be mindful of all these different colors and times that you experience, all these different nature guides and synchronicities, events in your life, okay? What you thought is accident, coincidences, there, everything happens for a purpose and a reason in divine order. Okay, and these are your universal messengers and spirit guides, your spirit team, trying, like as always, all day, every day, trying to get your attention so you can stay on script with your own hero's journey and your own life path, guys. But as you get all these different, these new ideas with these new energies available from your spiritual team and from within yourself, because it's all within, there's nothing outside of you, okay? Everything is, it's an inner outer experience, okay? But as you get these new ideas, write things down, okay? Those ideas are your seeds, and you bringing, these seeds into fruition into this physical realm, okay? So it's coming from the unseen realm in your mind, because you can't see ideas, right? But you are the one bringing all these new ideas, these new concepts, right? New way of thinking, seeing things, and you bring them into the physicals, and these are your seeds. So nourish these seeds each and every day. Again, thoughts, beliefs, words, motion, action, right? But you're going to take action on your dreams, okay? This is your hero's journey. So you are, creating your own reality right now, okay? So have a plan for your life. If you don't have a plan for your life, somebody else's will. And guess what it includes? Not much. All right, they only include you to come back to work each and every day. So remember, your job is not part of your purpose. It's part of it's part of your purpose to get you to the point where you know who you are, and like, hey, I don't want to keep working for somebody else my entire life and building their generational wealth. It's time for me to build something for myself. So if you haven't built something for yourself, you haven't really broken free to start fulfilling your purpose yet. So everyone should have their own business model, because your life is your business, right? It's nobody else's business but yours. All right, I have to phrase it that way. But remember, take action on your dreams, these new ideas, these new concepts. Investigate the official story, even investigate me. Like I say, it's not about believing me. I'm sharing my experiences with you. These are just experiences, from my perspective. But you're going to refine and repeat the process. You're going to make quite a few mistakes, but you're going to gain a lot of experience. You're going to get some knowledge, but that's going to make you wise in the long run. And people, they may laugh at you now, but they're not going to laugh later when you manifest all these things from taking proper action and using proper intent, okay? But have fun throughout your process. This has been a pleasure with these nature guys. There are more nature guys out there, but I just wanted to scratch the surface, so I can give you guys some working knowledge with these different nature guys symbolism, so when they do, enter your life, don't freak out, okay? These are your universal messengers, your greatest teacher in the sky, letting you know, like, hey, I got you. But be open to receive next time I pop up in your life, okay? So this has been the Eagle Common Nature Guide symbolism. And remember, guys, our purpose and mission require to learn a whole bunch of life lessons to gain experience and knowledge for our soul growth. So, change your input for a different output. Change the information that you learn, and take in each and every day if you want to have a different result in the long run. Okay, but share your knowledge and wisdom with people as you grow through this process of personal transformation, right, and atonement. But trust your own intuition. Your thoughts, belief, words, emotion, and action always going to equal your reality and your results. Be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Also, keep your money in check, fam. Remember, and always invest into yourself. Read those books that I mentioned earlier. Okay, but this is Chris with Food for Your Thought. Just conclude the Nature Guide series. We will be back with giving you some working knowledge, talking about the elemental kingdom. Okay, but this has been fun again. But take care of yourself. Keep learning about yourself, and be open to receive these messages from the universe and your spiritual team. But this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Until next time, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.